you know what? If I can survive that, I can survive anything, which means I can fucking do anything I want. And I don't care what the consequences are. I get it when it's my friends and it comes from like a genuinely good place and they just want to like make sure I'm doing all right. But at the end of the day, when I think about my friends, for example, when I think about like what they're doing with their life, in my head, the last thing I give a shit about is like their career or like where they're going in regards to like where they're physically located, where they're living. In my head, I'm like, as long as you're safe, as long as you're happy, genuinely, as long as you're doing what like feels right for you and you feel content and at peace. And that doesn't always necessarily mean that you're gonna feel like enthusiastic and happy. Like it comes with sadnesses. Life comes with sadnesses and downfalls and like dips, and that's totally normal, a normal process of the human experience. The last thing I'm giving a shit about and trying to micromanage my friends about is like their future. To me, it's all about like, how are you feeling right now? What are you up to right now? Tell me anything about you just as a person. Like everything that's in here, it's too complex for words. There is not a human language in which I can encapsulate it all. And even if there is, I would never be able to be fluent enough in it to encapsulate all of my feelings and complex thoughts and emotions. Do you know what I mean? Like, how is that my concern? How is that my concern? As long as they're not fucking going into, I don't know, drug dealing, for example, right? Like, okay, maybe then I'm gonna be a little bit concerned, but I know my friends and that's not the direction any of them are going in. And it's not like I'm never not concerned, but in my head, I'm also like, this is their life and they're grown adults. And for me to think I know better what they need and want is actually fucking insane, because I'm not them. And I might be a really close friend that knows them very well and understands them to an extent, but I will never be them. I will never have their mind. I will never have their heart. I will never have their soul. And I will never understand them to the capacity that they are capable of understanding themselves. And so for me, it's just like, I will never dare to be like, oh, I think I know better. Let me give you my advice and opinion that you didn't really ask for. Because if I'm really thinking about it, I don't really go to my friends for like advice about my life or like about my future, because at the end of the day, I'm like, this is my shit to deal with. Like, I don't think you're really gonna help me. And at the end of the day, the way my mind works is very unique to me, and not to be like I'm so unique and special and different and like nobody understands me, but I genuinely, like, nobody does understand me the way that I understand me. And I can try and explain and verbalize in words and sentences and paragraphs and fucking write books about the way that I feel and the ways that I think and the things that I want and why and how and what and where and whatever, but it's only ever fully gonna make sense to me in my brain